here on the Morning Crossfire. Now let's quickly get into some very interesting headlines. First, remember on Facebook it is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. If you aren't following, go follow, like the page, and you can watch the Morning Crossfire from wherever you are in the world. On the Punch newspaper, where we begin, first anniversary, Tinubu government awards 6 trillion naira contracts for roads. Others, student loan ploy to enslave Nigerian students. ASU. Tinubu AGF wants local government reforms to tackle insecurity, governors abuse. Naira strengthens to 1,339 naira 33 kobo to a dollar at the official market. You'd also find this one. ICYMI, troubling dreams about Nigeria made us relocate to US. Pastor Sam Adeyemi. Dangote Refinery eyes 500,000 barrel production capacity by July. And Emirates tussle, court orders Bayero's eviction. Kanu says deposed emir a threat. Well, at the moment, it's not all very. The pictures you get from Kanu State and the streets of Kanu doesn't really speak well because of the situation with the traditional institution and leadership. We know that from the last information we got, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, if it wasn't, the protest that was held, and you see the destruction of properties and all of that stuff everywhere. It's a huge concern. We hope that the people of Kanu, find a way to resolve this as quickly as possible. Well, let's go to the phone lines and hear your thoughts quickly. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007. The numbers you can call on the Vanguard. Labour, private sector operators bicker over minimum wage demand. Another one here says international breweries announces increase in products prices. Ho ho! So all you lovers of beer now, I think you'd have to pay more going forward. Well, find out details on the Vanguard newspaper. Edo Guba, more trouble for Labour Party as 2 excos emerge. CBN prioritizes financial sector over real sector. This is from MAN. That is the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. All right, let's get onto the phone lines quickly. We'll begin with Abinoye Nabua. Let's remember to keep it short and simple, straight to the point. Abinoye, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
All right, go on.
Yes, I want to look at the statement credited to the governor that there is a plot to destabilize the government. I think that is no more news. From the time of impeachment up till now, the polity have been very unstable. And we know that there are people who feel that they are the Lord, who are playing God. I just want to say that there is Almighty God that has created the heaven and the earth. And there is no way that you want to feel that everybody will take your take. And I think that is one of the problems. It must be you and you alone. But I'm happy that he said that in 6 months, the General Hospital will be alive. I want to take Abua General Hospital as a case study. Most times you go to the hospital and there are no doctors. And it has been a problem. Sometimes they will refer you to Ahoda. And Ahoda is having the same problem before you know you are in Port Harcourt. And that is the reason why the referrals are so congested. And every little thing you are going to UPCH. And people are dying there in their numbers. I want to say that if it is the will of God, and I think it's the will of God, that this hospital should be fixed. It will help the congestion of these referral hospitals. And then these doctors, I think we need the management, hospital management board should be able to monitor these doctors. Yes, you are in the rural area, doesn't mean that people don't dwell in that place. You either come here or you don't come. Than leaving these hospitals like that. Yes, the issue of Chukudi, who has been framed. I think he's framed because I had same problem sometimes here in Abua. I think we need to look into that matter. If actually he was a kidnapper, then the law should take up its course. Thank you.
All right, Samuel from Rumukalagbo, good morning. All right, over to D-Line now. Frank is waiting for us there. Hello, Frank.
Good morning, Mr. Itemi.
Good morning. Go on.
Yeah, I want to react to Governor Kubara promised to rehabilitate all zonal hospitals in the state. It's a good one. I want to thank my governor this morning for remembering the zonal hospitals. Although our former governor, Mr. Wike, has been doing a lot of jobs there before he left office, but he could not be able to finish it. Please, if he can finish it, River State will be happy with you. This is my comment. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, Frank, thank you very much. On WhatsApp, Ida from Koro says the governor is at the verge of making everything work in the state. Health centers, hospitals, education sector, etc. I'm seriously pleased with his style of governance. His Excellency Fubara is rendering. They said, okay, the style of governance he's rendering, unlike previous administrations. Emeka from Elelenwo. Emeka, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
All right, good morning, Emeka. You have to speak up. Oh, you sound very low.
The governor statement. This is what I've been saying since the session. I will do this. I will do that. I will do this.
Emeka, speak up.
Since he became governor, he's promise. I will do this. I will do that. I will do this. I will do that. Nothing is happening in River State, my brother. And people should not be comparing this institution with the past administration. The past administration did very, very well. He did very, very well. He cannot explain everything to follow in all ramifications. When this governor came on board, he visited Songhai Farm. My brother, I go there, nothing is happening. The minute he visited, people started clapping. As a journalist in one of the sister stations, they went there to know what's happening there. Security people to allow them to enter. Up to now, I thought that maybe the governor would have said, okay, I want to mention the Songhai Farm, but nothing is happening there. Every time I want to rehabilitate the hospital, I want to let him start to work. Forget about campaigning. It's campaigning. This is why you do the still not finished. I'm talking to you after 2 years now. Campaign has started. The hip hop has started. This is the worst governor I've seen so far. During the year we came by this time, we have commission over that is something road. Over is something road. So I don't know what is it. Playing politics. You see what is happening at River State now. You see the other hand that's on the wall. You see the issue of local government after now with the federal government. So what is happening? That is what we are saying. That's what we are saying. You cannot pocket everybody. You want to pocket judiciary, you want to pocket local government, you want to pocket parliamentary. Only you want to pocket the executive. That's what the government is doing now.
All right, Emeka, let's go over to Uche now. Uche Ken is on the line. Uche, good morning.
Andrew, good morning, sir.
Morning to you.
I want to look at the World Menstrual Day. Because I want to advise those women happily using fabrics or pieces to do one or two, to please disinfect it after use, because I have so much hate from them. Disinfect it with Dettol and hot water, please. Don't come and tell us you wash it and keep it, use it again. I beg you now. Then police arrested soldier. Andrew, when listening to the news, you will see that the name mentioned so far are strangers. They are not from River State. You cannot see our problem in this state. Somebody will catapult and fly from Kano to come here and do illegal business. Kudos to police. Please let the law take its course. Another police news. I want to protest against police now for trying to allow history repeat itself in River State. The history of Chima Ikunaro is what I've just heard this morning. What are they trying to tell me? You accuse somebody to be a kidnapper, to be an armed robber, to be this and that, and you have already gathered people to give another information. Because let law take its course. Finally, Andrew, Governor Fubara said he was aware of plot to destabilize the River State. I think the River State has been destabilized already. Ask me how, and I will explain. We are only asking God to bring together the broken pieces to form a better River State. There is no better way to describe in a destabilized state when the governor has brought down the assembly complex to destabilize the legislator. I mean, till now, nothing has happened. The assembly complex has been shifted to government house. The governor has allowed lawlessness to stand by allowing only two makers to screen and confirm, Attorney General and some commissioners. Tell me another way you can describe this stabilization.
All right, Ken, we have to move on now. Speak. Thank you very much. Morning. Let's go to Alu. Blessed. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother, PM Andrew.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Governor Simla Ifubara said that he discovered plots against to stabilize River State. My brother, Governor, you are fully in charge of the state. Any uncivilized element that make an attempt to destroy the River State, bring the person, let the River State the person, and there are lots of corrections that the state available for those. Go and give them the arrested for hijacking or to steal something. When you keep army or security agents to monitor something, they are the one that robbing something. The battery of a thing will not be free. I don't want a guy that not do this anymore. But that is to be robbing to hijack some certain things in the country. It's uncalled for. They should do the needful to scrutinize all these people that are doing this rubbish act in this our land so that Nigeria can function again. Finally, pertaining the police, deny that they did not kill this man on Okere case something and a matter of Duke. The kind of either kidnapping or robbery. Let's look into this very well. That started to tell us to come up. They should deny this kind of thing. They keep in their hands. Try to tell us what's going on. They should remember that answers occur because of the brutalization and the innocent killing of the police killing people. It's not going anywhere.
All right, Blessed, thank you. Let's go to Gokana. Promise, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Andrew.
Please turn down the volume of your radio before you continue.
Yes, why we congratulate...
Turn down the volume of your radio, Promise, before you continue.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so while we congratulate the governor on his 1 year anniversary, I just want to remind the governor of a few things that I think are very important. I am from Gokana. 1 year anniversary of presidency, Tasimele Bubara, no commissioning, no inauguration of any project in Gokana, no SA appointments, no commissioner in Gokana. Gokana people is part of the River State. So if people are saying that the governor is doing well, Gokana people cannot say he's doing well because we have not seen any dividend of democracy in Gokana. That is one. I also want to remind him that this promotion of civil servants in River State, we congratulate him for that. But the areas have not been paid up to now. Again, the wage award, we have not also received it. So we have not also received it. So we pray the governor to pay the wage award that other states in the federation have paid. He promised to do that. He didn't ask the local government chairman to pay at the local government level. But up to date, we've not seen one dime on the wage award. So I want to remind him to ensure he do those things so that we can actually congratulate him that he's doing well. Thank you.
All right, Promise. Thank you. Clinton is on the line as well. Mufasa. But quickly, something I needed to say with regards to the sanitary pad situation, especially if you have listened to the news and you listen to young women in the state who complain about high cost of sanitary pads because of we're marking World Menstrual Hygiene Day. I don't know whether we have thought these things are produced somewhere, and we have at least some of the natural resources. I know that there are suckers for I think is it banana or plantain. I think banana or plantain. One of them suckers are used for the manufacturing of pads. Yeah. For the manufacturing of pads. We had some of these companies leaving the country. We have abundance of this suckers in Rivers State. Is it that the businessmen or the politicians, I don't want to say they're the ones that are holding the money, but the people that hold monies and control resources in Rivers State don't feel like we can have this produced locally to help our children? Or the government perhaps working or partnering with some of these companies, creating an environment, whether it's to remove taxes or whatever that needs to be done to get some of these companies come into the River State and manufacture these things here so we can buy them cheap. Or if not, if that can't work, start local production. I'm pretty sure there are people who have some of these ideas, or those that even import. Okay, try to create certain waivers for them so that the price of these things become cheap for people. Is that not something that's doable? I pretty think that we have what it takes to do it, if only we would decide to. Clinton in Bori, good morning.
A very good morning to you, Andrew.
You're welcome. Go on.
Yeah, my charge to the government this morning is to put words to action. We've been hearing in the media that the governor wants to do this, wants to do that, yet there is nothing cogent to have been done. In terms of healthcare.
Clinton, you'd have to call us back, unfortunately. Mufasa from NTA Road, good morning.
Yeah, hi, Andrew. Good morning.
Go on.
Let me start by commending the governor to have identified the decay in some very critical sectors, in the system, especially health and education. If you agree with me, the other time it was the governor himself that identified that some primary schools are in worst state of dilapidation, and he has promised to fix those schools. And now he has told us again that in 6 months that the zonal hospitals, will be up and running. For me, I think it's a welcome development and the right step in the right direction. Governance shouldn't be just bricks and mortar. I think development should be, spread across all the sectors of the economy so that the people can completely feel the dividends of democracy. And lastly, I want to say that in the issue of the young man that was killed, allegedly by the police, I think it is hasty for the police to just come up and begin to tell us that the young man was a terrorist, was a kidnapper, and all of that. Now, we had similar incidents in the case of Shuma Kunado when they told us he was a criminal, and we also saw what happened. So I think it would be better for the police to conduct proper investigation so that you don't begin to ignite, that anger of the people. So please, River State Police Command, due diligence before coming out to tell people certain things about individuals that purportedly to have been killed by officers.
Let's go over to Rumi Bo now. JJ's on the line.
Fantastic day.
JJ, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
Go on.
Let me say congratulations to River State. 57 years is not a small feat. And 1 year in office of our golden governor. I say congratulations. But those who are planning to destabilize the state, I think they should shift their sword to make sure that the state develops. Because our people say that I kill elephants may be true, but I carry them alone. That is a big lie. So Abuja must come, everybody come, all hands on deck. Then also now hospital to work and function in the next 6 months. That's the governor speaking. And his word is born. Legislators, everybody must come together to make sure we develop River State. But for the World Sanitary Day, Andrew, I've seen where companies are sharing condoms. Why can't we also imbibe this culture of also going to secondary schools to share sanitary pads to these young girls? For goodness sake, it shouldn't be men. Even girls too need something now. The girls' life matters, for goodness sake. Thank you very much.
All right, JJ, thank you very much. And that's another, I think, something that should be looked into from these organizations that indulge in this. We should begin to consider it. In fact, beyond personal hygiene is becoming a problem because now that we're talking about the sanitary pad situation, deodorants, even there are people that cannot even buy again. So imagine a young woman who cannot buy sanitary pads and then cannot afford deodorant and would have to deal with the menstrual flow and then add all of that together. Like, something really has to be done. We have to begin to encourage local manufacturing of some of these things and create the environment to enable people who want to manufacture these things locally thrive. It would be one of the easiest way for us to get out of this situation. Let's go over to Facebook and take some of your messages now. It is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. That's the handle on Facebook. If you haven't joined us, please do so. On WhatsApp, Patrick, okay. On Anobi Kachi case, he says, We are aware of plans to discipline the state. Surely they shall gather, but they shall fall. God's Power says, good morning. The governor to rehabilitate general hospitals in Rivers State, that's a welcome development. Please, the one in John Krama should be number one. And another thing, I think the commissioners we already have, not the commissioners designate. I don't know if they've given them portfolios yet, but it would also be very fantastic because you occupy public office. I think it should be a duty for some of these commissioners, all of them, not some of them, to make sure that at every single time, if it's twice in a month, 3 times in a month, give Rivers people updates of what is happening in your ministry. It's what is happening, what are you doing? The people deserve to know. They don't have to ask and pressure and talk before we get this. It's supposed to be a regular cycle where you give what is happening. And in cases where sometimes there are urgent matters that need attention, that need somebody from that ministry to speak, we should be able to get those information effortlessly. The people should know without stress, without having to clamor before we now have somebody come and address them or talk to them about what is happening in a particular sector and a particular ministry. On Facebook, this message here from Jeffet Ibekwe says, those who are plotting to destabilize the state will not see the light of day. Remember the General Hospital in Okehechie, Mr. Governor. Clever Sonny says, those plans to destabilize the state should have a rethink because Rivers people are ready for them. Larry Spieth says, good morning. Federal government claims state governments are using SEC to plan their loyalists. The same thing is what the federal government does with INEC. This will not end. Okudili says, statement from the police PRO about the death of the mechanic is very unfortunate. Ogo General Justice says the governor should deal decisively with any troublemaker in Rivers State. Commercial is just around the corner. We'll take that one and then we go for the business news at 7. Good morning.